Hello guys, welcome to another YouTube series. This is Zach from Zach Animate Studios, your channel number one for graphic design and animation. Today I just thought we just want to go back to the basics where it all started. So when I started learning HTML, and what I didn't have a computer, but I used to have a phone, and that is what helped me learn web development. So I started with the basics of HTML. On the basics of HTML, we are going to learn about HTML. What is HTML? HTML is a standard markup language for website, and so you need to understand the markup language of our website. So the way to there's something we call developers mode. If you want to see how this website, let's say google.com, is created, it has a markup language. If you just hit F12, you will see that you'll see that it has so we are going to go to elements, and when you look at it, this is what is called a markup language. It has HTML, it has head, and then it has body, and then there are some styles in it. So it has a HTML, head, and body. So just to dive into it, what you are going to do, what you need to develop a website, you may need an editor, and for the best editor to have is basically just to have a Visual Studio Code. To get Visual Studio Code, you just Google Visual Studio Code, download. So it will take to that page, and then you will select a download. So this one is going to help you install, write your codes, test out your code. So this is called Visual Studio Code. So we are just going to use this Visual Studio Code because I've already installed it. So you also have to understand the filing system of your desktop, that is of your PC. If I click on this computer, we have different parts of a computer. We have desktop, download, music, pictures. These are called files, and also this is where now the files, where the files are, this is where you are going to place your website. That is, so first thing first, we are going to create a folder. This folder, open a folder or create a folder. This folder, we are going just to create it on the desktop, on the desktop, and then we're just going to give it a name. We're just going to give it lesson 1. Lesson 1. Lesson 1 means we are going to start creating our website, and I'm going to trust this this folder. So a basic website has a page, and a website has a page that ends with a .html. So you just click on, there is a new file, you'll click that, and then just write. Let's give it a name. We're going to give it at index.html. That is going to be our index page. So what you're going to do, the basics now of a website has, this is the basic of a website. It has a head HTML, the doc type. Okay, so let me just put this information here. We have a doc type, we have the HTML part, and then we have the head part, and then we have the body part, and then the paragraph part. So this is a basic information of a HTML. So what you're just going to do, you're just going to save that information. save that information. And then because we had created a folder in the desktop, we are just going to dive into the desktop there, and then you are going to go to lesson 1, right? That is the lesson 1. You will see a file with an index.html. Now it will going to be index.html. If you want to see the extension type, you just go and click options and then view extensions. There's extensions, show hidden files, show extensions. So you can just click on that, on search, view, so you can see the extension types. You just click on view and then you select view extension type. Okay, I think it is view detail file extension. Yeah, that is it. So you can see I have just added the extension type. It is index.html, so it saves as index.html. So this is how you come up with your website. And the way to do it, you can now just click, you can just do this, you can double click on the folder, on that folder. You can just double click and then you open it with your browser. So you can either decide to use Chrome or you decide to use any browser of your choice. So this is, I've already opened with browser, which I'm using as Chrome. I'm using Chrome. Let it load, and then I'm just going to push it to this. So you can see we have the heading, the paragraph. So welcome to Zach Animate Studios. This is a short mini series of how to come up with a website, developing a website, and if you have a business. So basically this video is brought to you by Zach Animate Studios, African web developers. So basically Zach Animate Studio has sponsored, has made this video so that you can learn and enjoy. And if you have questions, please share with us. Let us know if you have not understood or you want to clarify more. So basically we are just going to go step by step. So basically the HTML is this one, the HTML. So these are called the markup language. So we have already selected Visual Studio editor. Visual Studio is our editor. So these are we have now what we call the HTML. HTML, let's give it a definition. HTML is a standard, it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext Markup Language, it is a standard markup language for creating website. It describes the structure of a website, and it consists of series of elements of a website, and then these structures will show how this website will be how visible it will be on the browser. So a simple structure of a HTML, this is what we call a simple structure of a HTML. So on this is how you create your website. This is just a basic website. We call them if you are into coding, you call it a to-do or a hello world. Now this is our own hello world. You can imagine if you want to change just anything, you can just try to do that. H1. So you also have to have you have to configure your editor so that it helps you, auto completion. You have seen I have just written H1, and then let's just write H2, and then I just click, it auto completed for me. So it helps you to do some good work. So let's just write, this is Zach Animate Studio, Zach Animate Studio, and then let's go to H2, our subscribe to our channel. So this is how. So guys, don't mind about the paragraphs, the spelling mistakes, but okay, this is just to disclose. So ensure when you write your code, you have to save it. So if you want to reload to see what you have done, you just save the page and then you reload that page. You see, this information has the information that you have added on the website. Let me just resize it a little bit, just like this, and then let's just, okay, I think this is a good feature for Windows. Let me just split my windows on the left and then on the right, just like that. So if I do something this side, it will reload on the other side. So we have, have I told you that it's a standard markup language that describes how the information will be portrayed on the website. So you must understand the basics. Now these are the basics. You just go down to the basics. We have H1, and H1 always go up to H6. So you just write H6, and then the last value, value. This will describe the last value of H6, right? And then we have H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So I'm just going to do it quickly. H2, H3, H4, H5, and then we have H6. So I'm just going to duplicate this information inside the tags. H3, Control V, and then we're just going to duplicate inside the tags, and then we're just going to save this information. After we save this information, we just reload our page. As you can see, there is an error somewhere. H3, this part, H3. So we just save it, just save that, and then we reload. And then we also have error on H5 and H5, and then you reload. So you will see that the information is arranged. This is the highest in terms of size. H1 is so big, and then H6 is the smallest, and then we have paragraph. So basically this is how we are going to this is the first part of our lessons. On the next video, we are just going now to go deeper. We are going to see more attributes of the body. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel, and let's meet on the next channel, Zach Anime Studios. Peace.